Hello student, today we are going to study sets. There are many definitions given by different mathematicians for the sets. Here we take out the very simple definition of the set. What a set is. As it is written over here, a set is defined as a collection of well-defined objects. Now in this definition, it is a very simple definition. There are many definitions given by the different mathematicians. This is very simple definition. In this definition, there are three basic terms which constitute this definition. Now what are that terms are? The first term is a collection, the second one is the well-defined, the third term is the object. Now in this three collection, as per the common English language, collection is a group. It may be group, it may be aggregation of some things, it may be collection, or it may be selection of a particular class of things. Now, what does it mean? It is just a grouping something all together. There are many such toys you have. When you group the similar type of toys or a grouping vowels from the alphabet, or there are alphabet, there are numeric numbers in a different coding language, it is given, and from that all languages, when you are required to group the alphabet, when you are required to group the numbers from that, numerology from that, then that group which you do over there, which you sort out over there, is known to be the collection. Now the second term here is a well-defined. Now what a well-defined means? Well-defined means there should be exactness. For an example, we take a natural number less than 10. In this statement, a natural number less than 10, I think every one of you know what does it mean. It means when a number starts from 1 and ends up to 9, it does not include 10. That is what well-defined. When we take, just say for an example, in a class, if we say that a taller student, class having taller students. Now taller student, the word taller does not define the exactness. How tall? It should be more than 5 feet, it should be less than 5 feet, it should be 6 feet, or it should be more than 6 feet. What should be the tallness is not defined over there, that is not well defined. So for the word well defined, it should be exactness, where it should not be maybe or may not. Such word should not be there. It should be always should be. It should be this. There should not be the case it may or may not happen. Such type of doubtfulness should not be present over there. This is what known to be the well-defined. The third one is the object. Now what the object means? Objects here are the members of the group. What things you are including in that group? The collection में आप क्या include करना चाह रहे हो? That members, that element, that should be the form, that should be the object over here. Now object, it includes elements, it includes symbols, it includes alphabets, it includes numbers, it includes symbols, many things, or a combination of these things. For an example, here this may also be the object. For an example, this, and let it be this. All this forms the object. When we group all this type of symbols in a curly bracket, suppose, let it be like this, we write this one, this one, this one, and this one in curly bracket. This also forms group. This is what we say a set should be such thing, such a collection of well-defined objects. When we combine all these three terms, a collection of well-defined objects, it forms the set. Now, collection means आपको समझ में आ गया, well-defined हमने आपको explain कर दिया, object का meaning हमने आपको दे दिया. तो क्या किसी भी तरह के collection को आप set कह सकते हो? क्या any type of collection be a set? No, any type of collection can't be a set. For an example, let us suppose the collection of good teachers in your school. Now, how can you define which teacher is good and which is bad? It depends on person to person. It depends on student to student. For one student, the particular teacher will be good, but for other students, it may not be a good teacher. So there are differences between the views of a good behavior of a teacher. So such things do not form the collection of they do not form the collection, or they do not form well-defined collection of objects, and that is why such type of statement do not form the set. For sets, the collection should be well-defined. For an example जो हमने use किया था, a natural number less than 10, that should form a set. But collection of good teachers do not form set. Now, another example, the collection of prime numbers. Now, collection of prime number is a set or not? Is it well defined or not? Collection of prime numbers, that means it is a group first of all. Which type of group? What does it constitute? It consists prime numbers. Now, I think every one of you know what the prime numbers are. When you collect each and every prime number and represent it within the curly bracket as it is shown over here previously, then it forms the set because it is well defined. The collection of prime numbers is well defined because everyone knows the exactness by exactly which number is a prime number and which is not. So if it is a prime number, it should be the form, it should be in the set, it should become the element of a set, it should be the member of a set, and therefore that collection forms the set. Instead, here is one problem. The student can ask, is it finite? That means, is it complete? Can you name prime numbers up to which level? किस number तक आप prime number बताओगे? 100, 200, 1000, 10,000, lakh. It is not defined over there. Even though it is a set. Yeah, even though it is a set. Set can take the numbers infinitely. But the condition should be, it is a collection. It should be well defined. That means the element that you put over there in that curly bracket to form a set, that element should be exactly the condition that should be followed over there, that is a prime number. If it is a prime number, then you can put that prime number into that set, and therefore the exactness is there, that is well defined it is. Now the object, prime number itself, the numerology, the number itself forms the object, and therefore all these three conditions are satisfied of this definition, which says if these three conditions are satisfied, then it is a set, and therefore we can say the collection of well-defined objects forms a set. In the next class, we discuss how to represent sets and what are the types of sets. Till then, goodbye.